Good morning, students. Welcome all of you to today's accountancy class. Today we'll discuss the chapter accounting ratios. Already we discussed the meaning, how to express ratio, and the objectives of ratios, classifications. That everything we discussed in the previous class. I hope you understood that all topics. So different classification of ratio. We discussed liquid ratio and its classification, current ratio, how to calculate. Okay, all these ratios have equations. Based on this equation only we can calculate the ratios. So ratio is a tool for financial statement analysis that I told you in the previous class. So financial statements never have a meaning if you are not analyzing it and interpreting it. So we have to analyze it properly to derive some conclusions. So the liquidity position, solvency position, turnover or activity, efficiency or the profitability, all these types of ratios are there. Different classifications are there. Okay. So first day we covered current ratio, how to calculate. So current ratio equation is current asset divided by current liabilities that we studied. Today that is coming under liquidity ratio. So liquidity ratios are classified into two, current ratio and liquid ratio. So liquid ratio, another name is there, quick ratio or acid test ratio. So this is the these are the names for a liquid ratio. Any name you can remember. Now quick ratio is equal to how to calculate liquid assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so current ratio we know, current ratio equation is current assets divided by current liabilities. So here for quick ratio or liquid ratio, you have to put liquid assets. So liquid assets are those assets which are very much near to cash. Okay, current assets, you know, current assets are those assets which can be converted into cash within 1 year. But some items, in the previous class also I told you, some items included in the current assets, for example inventory or prepaid expenses and all, that inventory also, if customers demand is going on decreasing or taste and preference are changing, then it may be difficult to prove that or difficult to test that we can sell all the inventories within a limited period of time. So sometimes it will not work out also. So that's why when you calculate liquid assets, the most or the very much near to cash items, that one you have to take. So how to calculate liquid assets? First you calculate as usual current assets. From current assets you minus inventory, then prepaid expenses and advance tax. Okay, so inventory, prepaid expenses, advance tax, these items if you minus, you will be getting liquid assets. Reason understood, no? Why we have to minus these items? These items cannot be converted into cash very much easily. Okay, so if you remove all these items, other items remaining may be possible to convert into cash within a limited period of time. Okay, now current liabilities as usual, what we discussed in the class, no change in that. Liabilities, current liabilities are those liabilities which we have to pay within 1 year. So remember, assets are always our own properties, liabilities are the amount we have to pay to outsiders. Okay, some liabilities are we have to pay back to the owner, that is called capital. Business liability towards the owner is known as capital. Business liability towards the outsider is known as liabilities, pure liabilities. Okay, so these current liabilities include bank overdraft, cash credit, trade payables, short term borrowings, etc. So these are the items included in current liabilities. Okay, now we'll discuss a question. This is the same question we discussed for the calculation of current ratio. So here you change the same, we can use for the calculation of quick ratio or liquid ratio. Okay, so what we have to do, you understood, you have to calculate current asset total, current liabilities total. From current asset you minus inventory, prepaid expense or advance tax, whatever is there in the question, you can minus it. Okay, now see, we will go through just this item. Current investments are current assets. Okay, inventories are current assets. Trade receivables also current assets. Short term borrowing, current liabilities. trade payables, current liabilities, short-term provisions, current liabilities, other current liabilities, then short-term loans and advances, current asset. Fixed assets, it is not current, so we can remove it. No need to take. Cash and cash equivalents, current assets. So these are the classification we identified. So all current assets we mark, the current liabilities we mark. Now what to do? All current assets you make a total, current liabilities also we will total it. Okay. So next we'll go to the answer. So first you have to write QQ ratio equation. Equation is liquid assets divided by current liabilities. So current assets first we'll calculate. Already in the previous same question I took. So there we calculated 61,000 current assets. From 61,000, this is current asset. We want what? Liquid assets. So how to calculate liquid assets? Liquid assets, we can minus the inventory. So from total current assets you minus inventories, so you will be getting liquid assets. So current assets 61,000, inventories there in the question 5,000, so your liquid assets is 56,000. Okay. Now current liabilities already we calculated. All those items you can add, no change in that, nothing to remove. So that total will be 30,500. So current liabilities this, liquid assets this. Now we can calculate quick ratio, liquid assets divided by current liabilities. We can apply in the equation. So here also you change, this is liquid ratio. Liquid ratio is equal to liquid assets by current liabilities. Liquid assets is 56,000, current liabilities 30,500. So the answer is 1.883:1. So liquid ratio always, ideal ratio is 1:1. Current ratio, you know, the ideal ratio is 2:1. Current assets should be 2, liability should be 1. Here liquid ratio, liquid assets can be 1, current liability also can be 1. Okay. So that is the position we can maintain. Ideal ratio or standard ratio. Okay, that much only. Now again we are going to calculate current ratio only, because these both are coming under, these both ratios are related to each other, that you understand first, because these both ratios are coming under liquidity ratios. Okay. So some other question or type of question also will discuss, because different way questions will come. Sometimes direct items will not be there. Now you can check this question. For example, calculate current ratio is given. Okay. Total assets given, shareholders fund given, non-current liabilities, non-current assets. These four items are there. Now for to calculate current ratio, actually we need what? Current asset we need and current liabilities we need. But these both items are not there in the question. They have not given. But then how to calculate current ratio? Total asset given, non-current liabilities given, non-current assets given, shareholders funds given. These are all we don't want only. But from these items, how to calculate current asset, current liabilities and current ratio? So that is the question. Okay. So that is why I took this question. This type of question will come. So that I will explain in the video. Okay. So we'll go to the video. Okay. So here we'll have a, before going to the calculations how to do, just I will tell you the relation of these items in the balance sheet. Okay. So we can say balance sheet equation. We can call it as balance sheet equation. Okay. Now you know, normal balance sheet means liabilities amount, assets amount. That way we write liabilities, we write this side, assets we write this side. Now here liabilities means, you know, company's balance sheet we will prepare vertically. Now horizontal, if we write, how it will appear, just for understanding the items, we write shareholders fund first heading, only heading. Okay. Non-current liabilities, then current liabilities. These are the headings under liability side. So if we total is, total liabilities will come. Now asset side there are mainly two heads, non-current assets, current assets. Okay, so when you add this we'll get what? Total assets. So here you know shareholders funds given how much? 60,000. Non-current liabilities also given 20,000. This is not given. Current liabilities not given. Non-current asset given how much? 50,000. Okay, non-current asset given 50,000. Current assets also not given. Now total liabilities given in the question 1 lakh. Okay, now from this how to calculate current asset and current liabilities? You also can do if you think little bit. Okay, indirectly सोचा तो आपको मिलेगा. So you know total liability is equal to total asset. Correct, no? Total asset is given in the question. Okay, in question it is given total assets given. So you know total assets only, total liabilities. Balance sheet will tally, no, both the sides. Yes. So if total liability is 1 lakh, then how much will be current liability? All these three total is 1 lakh. Then these two total items total is 80,000. So what will be this? 1 lakh minus 80,000. Correct, no? So it will be how much? 20,000. So 20,000 is the current liabilities. So this is the item we calculated now. Now same way current asset, how to calculate? Non-current plus current will be total. Non-current given, total given. Then current will be what? 1 lakh minus 50,000. So 50,000 is what? Current assets. Okay. So current assets now we calculated, and current liabilities also we got. Now question is what? To calculate current ratio. Now easily we can apply current asset divided by current liability. Current asset how much? 50,000 divided by current liabilities 20,000. So it will come is equal to 2.5 is to 1. Okay. So this way we can calculate from the known figure, unknown figure we can calculate. Okay. So this is what about this question explanation. Okay. Now we'll go to another question. Another question is, yeah, before that just we discuss the answer here. Answer same only, but when you write better, no, instead of you write in rough work what I told you, balance sheet equation, just to understand you can note down it, or rough work you can do. But when you present the answer in the answer sheet, I am talking about CBSE examination. Okay, you have to write all the items like this. Current asset, how you calculated? Current asset, total asset minus non-current asset, that you can write here. What I told in the video, the same thing. Total asset minus non-current asset is current asset. Current liability, how you calculated? Total assets minus shareholders fund minus non-current liabilities, so that you got 20,000. Okay, so when you write in the notebook also this way you write, that also write, this also you write. So current ratio is 2.5 is to 1. Understood, no? Okay, so another question we'll discuss, because this is also very important. A business has a current ratio of 3 is to 1. Business current ratio is given. Quick ratio also given 1 is to 2. If the working capital is 1,80,000, calculate the total current assets and the value of inventory. Yes, here current ratio given, quick ratio is given, working capital is given. Now from all these three details, how to calculate current assets and value of inventory? So that is what the question. Okay. So this also I will explain in the video. Okay, so here what is given is current ratio is equal to 3:1. Okay, then working capital is given 1,80,000. Okay, now you know working capital equation is equal to current asset minus current liabilities. So you see here current ratio 3:1 means these 3 represent current asset and 1 represent current liabilities. So working capital also we can calculate the figure. How? Current asset 3 minus current liability 1. So that means working capital is 2. Okay. So if 2 is given here, the amount is given 1,80,000. So current asset how to calculate? If 2 represent 1,80,000, we want current asset. So current asset represent what? 3. So into 3. What you want, that you have to into multiply. So 9 2s are 18. So 9 3s are 270,000 27. Okay, so current asset we got. Understood? So from the known figure we are now going to the unknown figure, current assets. Now current liability also we can calculate same way. So 1,80,000 is representing 2. Then current liability is 1. 1 how much? So 90,000 into 1. Current liability also will get how much? 90,000. So current asset mil gaya, current liabilities also we got. Okay. Now the question is calculate current asset and inventories. So inventory when it comes separately, inventory when they ask, you can apply which ratio? Quick ratio or liquid ratio is equal to liquid asset by current liabilities. That is the equation we know. So quick ratio is given how much? 1.2 is to 1. That means 1.2 represent liquid assets and 1 represent current liabilities. Okay. Now quick ratio is given and liquid assets, current liabilities we have to substitute. Now from in these 3 items, what you know? Current liabilities we know, this you know. Okay, so quick ratio first we put 1.2 by 1. So this way you write. Don't put is to 1. Is to 1 only you can convert into fraction and write is equal to liquid assets we don't know. We are writing LA. Current liabilities we calculated 90,000. So put there. Now what to do? Cross multiplication. So LA into 1 is equal to LA is equal to 90,000 into 1.2, that will come 1,08,000. Okay. So liquid assets mila. Now inventory we have to calculate. Inventory equation already we calculated actually. Not inventory equation, liquid assets equation we know. Liquid asset means what? Current asset minus inventory. Then what is inventory? Inventory is equal to current asset minus liquid assets. Okay. Current asset how much? 2,70,000. Already we calculated here. 2,70,000. This one 2,70,000. Okay. So current assets 2,70,000 minus liquid assets 1,08,000. So the inventory is 1,62,000. Okay. So this way we can calculate the figures which is not given. Okay. So first for this what you have to do is you have to understand the relationship between these items. Okay. Then only it will be clear for you. Okay. All the balance sheet items and headings, subheadings, relationships. Suppose working capital equation if you don't know, then you will not be able to solve this. Okay. So all those things clearly understand and remember it. Okay. So any doubt you can ask please. And for today this much only. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.